Hey, what's up guys? Sean Paul says no to versus clash with Shaggy. Ever since Bounty Killer and Beanie Man lit up American producers Swizz Beatz and Timbaland's versus platform with their history-making clash back in May, fans have been calling for another dancehall matchup. And one of the faves seems to be Sean Paul versus Shaggy clash, but that is not likely to happen. Emphasizing that he is mad proud of Beanie Man and Bounty Killer, Sean Paul, the Gallem Skillachi, said in a recent interview that he is simply not interested. He said, and I quote, "Me and Shaggy have spoken. He asked me about it and I told him, no bro, I ain't going up." End quote. Sean Paul said that he told DJ X that he liked watching Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, Snoop Dogg and DMX and many more who went that way. But for him, this whole thing was weird. This whole online thing. He said, "I like crowd. It gives me more juice up there when I see them. I ain't battling, but I just don't like it." Sean Paul's dismissal of the versus clash came towards the end of an interview in which he labeled the dancehall clash culture slavery mentality. He elaborated on this aspect. Sean Paul said, and I quote, "I start realizing that this clash is a negative energy. It's not really benefiting me. It's just getting my mind against my own people." End quote. Sean Paul went on to address the slogan, "Do it for your culture." He said that he was always proud when people used that phrase, but he has come to the realization that in every culture there is positive and negative, and too often in dancehall culture it is the negative that rises. Sean Paul said, and I quote, "Over the years, I have been kind of sussing out in my brain about why I feel so weird sometimes when I see or hear a clash. Yeah, it's excited, but it is always excited in a good way. There is always this feeling of horror and terror when a DJ or a sound system was being beaten up, and it hurt me and make me feel as a fan feel angry. So when you suss it out in your brain, this don't feel right, even though the energy is crazy," the artist said. He made a link between the clash culture and the inability of dancehall music to progress. He said, and I quote, "It comes to a point where I recognize that as the reason why dancehall is not going forward, our fans are divided. When I put out a song with Alkaline, his fans always say, 'Yo, Alkaline are the man,' but they don't say a thing about me on the record or about DJ Frost production." The Grammy Award-winning DJ, who have collaborated with the likes of Beanie Man and Sia, has said that music have an inspirational aspect to it, which he feels is summed up by Capleton when he chants, "Music is a mission, not a competition." Sean Paul said that music is supposed to be a joyful noise unto the Lord, and emphasized that clashing each other is just the Willie Lynch syndrome dividing and ruling us still to this day. His concern, Sean Paul said, is that we perpetuate these things over and over again to the next generation, so much so that it's all some of the young players know. This leaves so much space for people to do our music and call it their own without giving us the proper props we deserve, and keep kids who are not even doing music in a divided state of mind. Time for us to work together and build and storm the world like we should, because we are that dope.